Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reapproach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. We are not alike. Fuck the hype. Put the toaster to your face and I pull it
Go!
twice. 1,000 bricks of dope, nigga, this the life. Add a little bait, then I drop the ice. Got some bitches out of state that I sacrifice. Crossing state lines, this the afterlife. Brown paper bags whenever cash in sight. Another 30 in the duffel if you add it right. Most niggas blame the hustle when they math ain't right. Made it out the struggle with a brick of white. 10 G's in the farm with your brother wife. In the 27 Porsche, not the prototype. All you niggas pussy sucker, what's the hype? Better do the right thing like that nigga Spike. I hit a bitch like Ike when it come to white. Talk to Tina, not Serena when we hit it like. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reap.
We talking it? Yes, we is. We talking it. Let me put the link in the chat.
Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reap approach.
Link in the chat. YouTube, link in the chat. YouTube, link in the chat. Facebook, we gotta see what's up.
You move lows and still old niggas. My shooters move like
we came to talk. You already know it's game over, baby. Episode 19 is here, baby. It's here today. We live. We lit today. Let's talk it.
Watch your tooth decay off this product, nigga. Back in 9-6, we was wildin', nigga. All this fucking pressure kept it solid, nigga. Never fold, never told, be the model, nigga. Chrome 4-5 gold hollows, nigga. Louis, lift your soul about $1, nigga.
Yeah.
98 Ja Rule, watch him holler, nigga. Black K in the V when I 100, nigga. Louis 1-3, I'm 100, nigga. Free the whole game in 100, nigga. Play it close, niggas do the most.
Hit that subscribe button.
Send a nigga 10 stories when the reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat.
You ought to share it. Man, I need y'all to share it. You hear me? We on, baby? Yeah, I gotta get more lightning, right? I need more light. Yeah, I need more light. This is no lie. I do need more light. Better lighting so y'all can see me better. You know, yeah, you see it, you read it. You know, Vergil Ortiz, Lubin Ortiz, fight week. You know, the Boots criticism. You know, like listen, we see this. We always see the same story play out. We've seen this storyline before. It's like the Democrats' playbook. You know, we've seen this playbook before. You know, when you get in a ring, you don't put on a great performance. You don't knock nobody out. You end up hurting your hand or your shoulder. The Mayweather effect. The Tank effect comes when his resume, he ain't fight nobody. When you be like, bro, his resume is better than yours. This man is a unified champ. You feel me? Like, and I'm speaking of Boots Ennis, the criticism of Boots Ennis. I watch when Boots was signed with Cameron Duncan, fighting on Showbox over there with PBC and them. We watched this same story from Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. Earl Spence wasn't doing that. Sean Porter, Terrence Bud Crawford, because Boots was Bud Crawford mandatory at the time for the WBO when Bud Crawford was signed to Top Rank. They all kept saying Boots haven't beaten the champion. Because at the end of the day, Boots was fighting all ranked fighters. Now I'm gonna get to it. He was fighting all ranked fighters. You feel me? And when he finally got the opportunity to beat a former champion, which was Sergey Lipinets, when Boots went the IBF route, only person that stops Lipinets, putting down was Jerron Boots Ennis. Boots did that. But today's show, you see the thumbnail, you read the topic, you know what it is, you see the title. Lubin Ortiz fight week, Boots criticism, boxing news, it's gonna be 7 segments, we getting deep into it. First segment, we're gonna break down the Lubin Ortiz situation. The Boots criticism is gonna come with the Andre Ward and the Hall of Game with Danny Garcia. And shout out to Roy Jones, because Roy Jones kept it tall. We're gonna get to that. The lies that's being told in boxing. There's too many lies being told in boxing. Jake Paul duck tank. It's going to be. I'm gonna make that for another video, but it's going to be hosted on this segment today. All facts, no opinion. Sport boxing. Santos boxing. We send our condolences to Victor Conte. But the stain he put on certain people's careers, you can't change that. We're gonna get into that segment. Snack fighters and Vada. Snack gonna still be around because it's still gonna be controlled by the Conte family, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna get into all of this. Boxing news. We're gonna get into all of this. But right now, give it some time. I'm gonna wait for my host to pop up. At the 8-minute mark, I'm gonna start the cooking with this Ortiz Vergil situation, because it's gonna all lead into the Boots criticism. And Boots' resume, which I'm going to break down, because he does have an elite resume at 147. But enough for me talking. It's time to cook. So let's get into it. If I'm not mistaken, Erickson Lubin fought. He fought like between 8 or 9 undefeated fighters, and no, between 7 to 8, and he won 5 of them and lost 2 of them. Right. One of the fights, which it was kind of close with the Ramos fight. It could have went either way. But Lubin got the victory. And Lubin ended up fighting Holmes. Shout out to Holmes. Lubin got that victory. It was a clean victory. Don't get me wrong, it was a clean victory. At the time, the Rev, if I'm not mistaken, Holmes was ranked. He was ranked high. I think number 1, and Lubin number 2, and he fought for the title eliminator to the IBF. And this one I'm about to start cooking at, right? Because you watch Lubin go on all of these interviews, right? And the key thing, he said he won a title fight, right? Bro, you had the opportunity for a title fight right in front of your face, right in front of your hands, was with the Bakram Mark Tellez fight. So you ducked the Bakram fight. You feel me? And I told my co-host this. I told him this a while ago. I told y'all this a while ago. If Erickson Lubin would have been signed that Vergil fight like in July, in August when Boots moved up, we would have had Boots and Bakram fight. Or we would have had Boots and Tellez. But y'all don't see the gimmick that's being played. At 147, I'm going to get to that. Let me finish cooking on these guys. Well, he ducks the Bakram fight and chose to go the interim route for the WBC. Bro, you just had a title fight right in your hand. Even Vergil Ortiz had a title fight right in his hand. Now, Vergil, I'm going to cook you, because after this fight, I bet y'all any amount of money, this guy going to run up to 160 and say he can't make weight. You can watch Robert Garcia, his manager, they go doing these interviews stating, yo, we can't fight for the IBF title because of the 10-pound rehydration clause. Well, Pimp Juice, like, you had an opportunity too. But the key thing with y'all is y'all use a person name for clickbait to get views. For the people that don't know how negotiations and contracts are displayed and taught, y'all going to create a false narrative. Like the narrative y'all created. Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. Vergil Ortiz, Jesus Ramos, Charles Conwell, Rashidi Ellis, who got tricked out of his position by the Normans. Rashidi Ellis, right? All of these guys was in negotiations at the same time to fight Boots, right? But all of them had a fight coming up. Exactly my point, right? Devin Haney say the dumbest things out of his mouth. Bro, I'm the champion at 147. I'm Unified Ring Magazine champion at 147. Why am I going to fight you at 152, right? Listen, at 152, but I'm telling Vergil to come fight me at 147. And he's at 154. Make it make sense. Because ain't none of y'all making sense. It's the narrative because y'all fuck with a certain entity like Turkey Al Sheep and the Ring Magazine. And best believe, I don't believe it's Turkey. It's not Turkey. It's the mask. It's the person behind that mask, man. It's the face behind that mask, man. You feel me? It's the face behind that mask that, you know, who's shitting on fighters. You know, shout out to Big Baby Miller for exposing this shit. Shout out to Michael Hunter for exposing this shit because you don't want to bow down and kiss the ring or say, yo, we not ready right now, you know. We trying to be main event. It becomes a problem because at the end of the day, y'all should be main event. You see how he stacked these cards? See, people looking at it like it's Turkey stacking these cards when it's not. When certain people got an agenda to be like, yo, we're going to try to push all the American fighters out the way so our people can come over. And then, you know, because they know the game, they know the business. So what we're going to do, we're going to attack the Muhammad Ali Act. We're going to do this and that, cause chaos, cause confusion, and bring communism into boxing. And this is what's happening in boxing. And these false narrative and Project Mockingbird of, don't believe me, y'all, just go back. You can go back from yesterday, from Monday, and watch every Erickson Lubin interview. And watch them all say the same thing about boot tennis. And this is the crazy part, right? Because, you know, I love the sport. I'm 41 years old. I've been watching this shit since the 80s. You know, going to the gym, fighting, all that shit since the 80s, you know? And I listen to the dumbest people in the world, right? I watch Lubin talking about, you know, like, I'm fighting top 10 ranked fighters. Dickhead, don't you know Lima is ranked number 8 in the WBA? Was ranked number 8. He was ranked. If you hear any music in the background, do not own the copyrights. So please do not try to give me a copyright strike. In the WBC, he's ranked, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's number 9 or number 7. In the IBF, he's ranked like number 6. In the WBO, he was ranked number 7. Then they dropped him down to 11. The nigga is a top 10 ranked fighter. But it's y'all niggas. Like Majimov, y'all let Bug come here and fight a person nobody ain't fucking know. A true duck. A true tune-up. A $60 tune-up. Oil filter, spark plugs, oil change, all of the great shit. Y'all let a motherfucker come in here and fight a bum-ass nigga and force the world to believe that this guy was the boogeyman at 154. When Jamel Charlo is king of 154, lineal champion. The only boogeyman besides Charlo was Tim Tszyu, and I kept telling people Tim Tszyu is ass. I watch all of you corny motherfuckers. All of you corny motherfuckers call Bakram the boogeyman off of one fight. My niggas, like, y'all gotta keep it tall, bro. And plus you looking at a nigga that dropped Tim Tszyu with a fucking whole forearm and elbow, who just went through the pain and pressure with Fedora in the Fedora situation. So he's already vulnerable. You feel me? Already got clipped, already got washed. But when y'all go back and you really look at these fighters and study them, you be like, bro, these niggas really ass, man. Only thing protect people is that for the IBF is that 10-pound rehydration clause. But to me, that shit should be effective. Because, you know, a lot of body sanctions got a 10%, 12%, 15%. 20, 21%. And plus, every state has a rehydration clause. But this is the shit these fighters don't want to tell you because when they lose, they want to blame it on something else. Nigga, you're not 135. So if your walk around weight should be your weight class, if your walk around weight is 172, you walking around at 172, why the fuck is you shrinking your body down to 135? And this is when you know the PED shit coming at, because how you just gain 20 pounds overnight, bro? It's impossible. And the reason I state that and say that, because this is no disrespect. You know how many big people will lose weight like this, and they won't have to go through Jenny Craig. They won't have to go through no certain. They got to go through certain diets, but they won't have to go through all of the bullshit that they're going through now just to lose weight. You feel me? It's like a person fasting all day, then when you eat, oh, you just gained 20 pounds. No, the fuck I didn't, man. Y'all niggas shooting me up, rehydration, like, shit be crazy, man. It'd be crazy with people, man. And you know, it's like when people don't really know nothing, because there's a difference. No, shout out to Bozy Ennis, no, because he explained it the best. There's a difference from a trainer, a coach, and a teacher. You feel me? A trainer is a person that's going to really, like, you know, with cardio, lifting weights, etc. You dig me? A coach is a motherfucker that really coach a team. It's a team thing. So we a team. At the end of the day, when you walk to the ring, you're the fighter, but you got a team. Your team is the cut man, your trainer, your cut man, the assistant, etc. That's your team. But at the end of the day, you got a teacher who explains to you everything, who can go in a ring and show you everything that he's talking about and what he's trying to teach you and train you to be. And a key thing, another people need to learn that when you got a trainer, your trainer majority of the time will switch a fighter style up and have you fight his style. Like, for instance, I'm gonna use Errol Spence for an example. Look at Errol Spence Jr., right? Then I want you to go look at Derrick James fight and come back and tell me what you think. Hit that subscribe button, the link in the comments, hit it up. Yo, my guy, Santo. You feel me? But you know, like I said, you know, just go look at Errol Spence fights and go look at Derrick James, and you see it. You be like, oh, now I see. All right, I see. Because a lot of trainers will switch a fighter style up, and the fighters end up mimicking the trainer how he fight. You know, and that's a fact. You know, that's a true fact. But besides that, this Erickson Lubin Vergil Ortiz situation, you know, it's going to be a great fight. You know, a lot of people is definitely counting Lubin out. You know, but he's counting himself in. But you know, you're vulnerable, man. Your chin, you know, Vergil the same way though. Don't get it fucked up. Do not get it fucked up. Hammer can put him down. No Diddy, he can put him down. He can drop Vergil and put him down. You know, Vergil, he bruised easily. The bridge of his nose, you know, is going to get cut open all the time. You know, so I don't want people, when they get cut open, they be like, oh, Lubin busted Vergil shit open. No, if you got cuts on your eyes, and when you get into a fight, that cut gonna automatically open up. If y'all ain't know who David Reed was, go look up David Reed, Olympian from out of Philadelphia, big dog gold. You know what I mean? Is in the Olympics, had a situation, got a headbutt. He ain't been the same. Turned pro, got some good fights in, but every time he got into a fight, his eye opened up. Remember when Tank Davis told Frank Martin, oh, you got cuts on your eyes? I'm going to open them bitches up. Why? Because when a person fight a lot, you know, you got cuts anywhere, they're going to automatically open up. So, you know, the bridge of Vergil knows, even when he spar, it cuts open. So I don't want people to think like, yo, Lubin beating Vergil up, because that's not, it can be the fact, but if you see the bridge open up, the bridge of his nose open up, I don't want y'all to think that Lubin really whooping his ass, because it's going to automatically open up. But it's going to be a great fight. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a great fight. Texas, you know, Texas going to show up and show out. I wish Austin was on the card. You know, kid, Austin was on the card, you know, because, you know, it would have been a Texas situation, you know. They're gonna come up and show out. Y'all listen, everybody in Texas, y'all gotta show up and show out for Vergil Ortiz, please, man. You know, he's bringing the fight back home. You know, show up and show out. You know, the gate should have did 10,000 easily. You know, whatever the ring hold, you know, fill that bitch out to capacity, man. Everybody go out and support. You know what I mean? Because we gotta show these motherfuckers we can keep a boxing alive in America. This way you make the pay-per-view stars at, and it's a fact. It's the truth. My prediction on the fight: Boots fight the winner. You know, this fight can go either way. Like I say, it can go either way. You know, but getting back to the Lubin situation, you know, like I say, when you see Project Mockingbird, you watch Lubin always saying who had Boots fought. Look at Boots was the unified champion at
Yo,
140.
yo.
What's up?
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Boots was the unified champion at 147. He fought all elite competition. From Stanionis, the biggest name that was at 147, that Vergil Ortiz ducked 3 times. Bud ducked him. You know what I mean? Because he was Bud mandatory too. So at the end of the day, I'm going to cook you niggas. Stanionis was elite. Big dog. Cameron Chuckazine 2 times. And if you give Cameron the opportunity right now to fight any welterweight, I bet you Cameron will whoop their ass. Number 2. Number 3, Roman Villa. Villa beat Rashidi Ellis. Villa was called, I think was the Argentinian Drago, whatever he's from. He was that Drago because the nigga was down and niggas putting people to sleep, knocking them out. His KO ratio is crazy. He ain't been the same since Boots did that Matrix shit to him. When Boots did the Neo and Matrix and put Villa down, Villa ain't been the same again. Castillo Claxton. Now let's get to Castillo Claxton. 19-0 at 147. Everybody was scared of this kid. Everybody was scared of this guy, right? Everybody. Boots come in. Kendra, what up, my guy? Boots come in, beat the dog shit out of Clayton. Delorme went on the ass whipping streak. Bud beat the shit out of him, put him to sleep. Boots beat the shit out of him, put him to sleep. He got a few victories, took a couple losses. The next thing you know, Vergil Ortiz, second fight at 154, he fought a fucking trash can, which was Thomas Delorme, because Delorme was in his prime after Boots fought him and all of that. You feel me? But he took 2 knockout ass whoopings from Bud and Boots from the BBs. Now I mean, Sergey Lipinov. This is why I like to cook all the PBC fighters at, right? Because when Boots was over there with Cameron Duncan fighting on Showbox, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Bud Crawford, I'm not going to say Earl because Earl was giving him his respect, but every other welterweight that was out there kept shitting on this guy name. Like, well, he's a good fighter, but he hasn't beat a champion. Y'all ain't giving him the opportunity. But guess who gave him the opportunity? Sergey Limpinis, right? He fought Sergey. What he did? He beat the dog shit out of Sergey, bro. Beat the dog shit out of Sergey. He beat a champion. Now he's ranked in the IBF, and this is 2022. Now y'all all still speaking the same tone, right? Now, when rest in peace to Cameron Duncan. When Cameron Duncan passed, you know,
Rest
Boots.
in peace, Victor Conte,
We
man.
gonna get to that nigga. I'm gonna get to that nigga. I ain't worried about him. You know, rest in peace, Cameron Duncan, who had all of the top fighters at the time. You feel me? From Boots, Brian Norman, Tank Davis, Bud Crawford. I can go down the line, right? So make a long story short, and the short story, motherfucker, not that long. When he gets signed to Eddie Hearn, now everybody that blackball Eddie Hearn when they say, "Oh, Boots this, Boots that, Boots ain't fighting nobody." So that's why I come up with the Lima situation, right? I watch Erickson Lubin talking about, "Well, I'm fighting the top 10 ranked people." Dickhead, don't you know Lima is ranked in all body sanctions? Is that y'all speaking the same tune? Because you got to peep game is listen. If we
Yeah, but
seen
Lubin fighting way better people than Lima, bro.
you don't know who Lima is. Name me Lumen Holmes. Did you know who Holmes was? I'm asking you a question.
Nah, I didn't.
Lima a champion, Holmes not. You only know Fendora and Charlo.
Ramos.
Name me his resume. Who he fought?
He fought a couple good. I
Who
think
did he fight?
I
Don't say
think
yes,
he fought.
niggas. You gotta know these fighters. You gonna make mention George Kate. That nigga was ass, bro. That nigga was ass. Roman Villa is a way better fighter than him and will whoop his ass. This is a fact. Like I do this boxing shit, bro. I do this shit. I love the sport. You
So you
understand me?
saying that Boo's resume is better than
This
Erickson
resume is
Lubin
better
shit?
than fucking Lubin resume. They was there at the same time. Lubin could have fought Boots at 147. All of them
I
niggas was
actually
kicking
seen
that
some
same
shit.
dude.
I actually just seen some shit. Lubin was saying he not trying to fight Boots unless he got a belt.
Bro, listen, y'all motherfucker, listen. The world that's watching, please go back and watch all the PBC fights when Boots was under there, bro. All of his showbox fights. The nigga was already selling shit out. He was already $1 million fucking fighter. Already. Cameron Duncan to tell y'all niggas that. All of them niggas was ducking that boy. Then when he beat Sergey Lipin's ass, now y'all can't say I ain't beat a champion because I beat a former champion and knocked him the fuck out. Mikey Garcia couldn't do that shit. I did it. In every fight after that, nigga, I fought all ranked fighters. I've been there 10 years whooping y'all niggas ass. Out of them 10 years, 7 of them years, I've been 2 niggas mandatories, bro. And ain't none of them give me the opportunity. But keep speaking that same fucking song. Then you
But
watch
was Boots
Andre
ever
Ward.
taking? But listen. But at the same time, Boots was taking step aside money.
He only took one step aside money, bro. He only took one. And that was the motherfucking Bud in them situation. And the winner out of that was supposed to fight Boots. And when Bud won, the nigga haul ass. Because at the end of the day, who became his mandatories?
But
Boots
let's
and
keep it
mandatories.
real. Let's keep it real though. If Errol would have won, Errol would have went to 54 too. He wouldn't have
No,
fought
no,
Boots.
no, 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 no. Earl was going to fight him. That's PBC, bro. That shit was already lined up. I'm telling y'all people better pay attention and watch.
Bro, the whole build up to the Crawford shit, he was saying he going to 54 after that.
What happened?
I said the whole build up to the Crawford shit, the nigga Errol Spence was saying he going to 54 after.
No, no, Earl never said that.
Yeah, you ain't see it. I'm gonna send you the clip. I'm gonna send you
You
the
can
clip,
send me
bro.
the job, bro. I know what you're talking about. Earl say after that. That nigga had mandatories there. 154 wasn't popping. The only nigga up there was Charlo, bro. 154 wasn't fucking popping. When
And at
everybody
the
put,
time, they was under the same stable too.
yeah, 154 wasn't fucking popping. Now I mean, no, see, Charlo had Rodney Shields and he was fucking with Derrick James, but he went back to his Cuban coach. He went back with Rodney and the Cuban boy. He went back to them niggas. Those his true trainers. Cause the Charlo brothers, Lubin, y'all know them niggas is Cuban, right? Y'all know they Cuban, right?
I ain't know Lubin was Cuban.
Yeah, them niggas Cuban. All them niggas.
I thought he was black.
Nah, Erickson Lubin Cuban. He's Cuban. Charlo Cuban. Regis Program Cuban. All them niggas Cuban, bro.
Word?
Yeah, nah, I do this boxing shit, bro. I do this shit. That's why I say Erickson Lubin, he's a gym rat. He was cool in the amateurs, bro. But all of them niggas know who Boots is, bro. All of them niggas know, bro. That's why I hate when niggas like when niggas, but people don't know shit. And you listen to what other people trying to create a narrative, bro. I'm not gonna let y'all motherfuckers go on with that. Like Andre Ward, bro. You're protecting your man Crawford because you know Boots on his ass. How the fuck y'all niggas don't know who Stanionis is? And that nigga been the WBA champion since 2022, bro.
Facts.
Top dog. How the fuck you don't know who Sergey Lipinus is? You go Castillo, every nigga I just named from yo, fuck Dave Avenija, from Serrano, Armando Alvarez, from Daniel Fernandez, the motherfucking Ayubo, Lipinus, Delorme, Castillo, Villa, Karen, Stanionis, motherfucking I forgot the other boy name. What the fuck is this nigga name, man? It's a Spanish name. He was cool. Van Harden, even though it was a no contest, Boots was whooping these niggas ass, all ranked, not top 10, top 7 to top 1, and half of them niggas was the mandatories to the WBA, WBC, IBF. They was all mandatories, and he went up there and knocked all of them niggas out of their position to become these niggas mandatories, bro. And that's the shit people don't understand about fighting. It's your job to do the research. When you like a team, if you got a favorite team, I don't give a fuck what sport, you're gonna learn, you're gonna know every player on that fucking team. You're gonna know every player on that team. I don't give a fuck if it's baseball, basketball, football, etc. You're gonna know everybody that's on that motherfucking team. You gotta learn the game. You understand me? Because 9 times out of 10, people will click on something and you get clickbaited to believing in the shit that these people want you to believe. You gotta remember, all you gotta do is watch all the Erickson Lubin motherfucking videos. You see the same thing. Everything Project Mockingbird, bro. They did this shit to Shakur. Shakur get an interview, they gotta bring Tank name up. Every Lubin, Vergil, they gotta bring Boots' name up. But you hear the dumb shit these niggas say. The nigga just was unified champion, Ring Magazine champion at 147. He did something Lubin and Vergil never did, so why is y'all talking shit? Then Lubin, like, you won a championship fight, but bro, you just fucked. Boots could have fought Bakram, nigga. You fucked it up because you was in a purse bid with the nigga. That's the shit people don't know. You
In
was in
the
a purse
interview
bid
I
with
just
the
seen, he was saying that Bakram was taking too long to come to
nigga.
negotiations.
Man, listen, they had 3, bro. 3. The real one was motherfucking August 19th. This nigga, that's how I knew Turkey and him was up to something. Because August 16th. August 16th, because Boots, when Boots said he moving up, they target Bakram. They target Bakram from the rip. Lubin had it. That's why they went into negotiation bids August 16th. They went the 19th. Then they postponed it to the 26th. Then they went back August 26th. And what happened? The fight felt off once Boots and Lima got the fight. Don't believe. Look at Jesus Ramos. Listen, when them niggas was mentioning your name, you should have came out and said it. Once another fight was mentioned, then here come the tune-up situation. Bro, I never knew fight like Madrimov for tune-up, bro. Who the fuck was Madrimov? Nobody ain't know. Never was a champion. Show me he was a champion. Show me that he beat Jamel Charlo and took the belt. I sit here and wait on niggas, bro.
If that's the
I
logic,
just,
a lot of niggas ain't champions. You feel me?
yeah, you listen. And then another thing is, right, we got to stop calling people email champions and call a spade a spade. Niggas is ducking niggas, and then niggas get the email belt because niggas don't want to fight them niggas. Let's keep it real. Let's keep that shit real, bro. Let's keep that shit real, man. Let's keep that shit real. And niggas know. Niggas know at the time when
So who
Bubby
could beat
Slim,
Boots in your opinion? Who could beat him?
these niggas out here ass, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. These fighters out here ass. These niggas soft. They man, these niggas all. I watched Devin Haney say the stupidest shit out of. Well, these fighters trying to protect they. Oh, nigga, that's you. That's you, nigga. How you drop a lawsuit and all of that, nigga? No, you could. Ryan won the lawsuit. You ain't dropped that shit, nigga. He won, and he test negative when he went to court. Bro, y'all about to see some wicked shit in boxing, bro. Y'all about to see, yeah, the snacko coming, all that. Y'all gonna see all that shit coming. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all. And that's why I bring us to the third segment, the lies in boxing, because it's too many lies. Max Kellerman, where the fuck you been at, nigga? Now you come back just making up lies. Y'all naming like Opataya. Who the fuck he fought? Let's keep it real. Janet Beck, who the fuck these people fought?
Yo, the past 3 days, all I'm seeing is Jana. Yo, I seen showbiz. You out of
Cook them
fucking
niggas.
pocket.
Cook them niggas.
Yo, this nigga said if Crawford beats Janabek at 160, he's greater than Manny and Floyd. Take the dick out your mouth, nigga. What's wrong with you?
That's the
What's
dumbest shit
wrong
I
with you?
ever
How
heard
you
in my
gonna
life.
say that? How you gonna say that, bro? Nobody be more world champions than Floyd. One. And nobody
Thank
got as many championships in weight classes as Pacquiao, nigga.
thank you.
You don't become greater by moving up, fighting a nigga, but not fighting the guys we want to see.
Yeah.
You starred
And you
Errol
just
Spencer
sit
out,
back.
whooped his
You sit
ass.
back, keep your feet up. He's supposed to fight in March. Who you gonna fight in March, bro?
So now I'm seeing, listen, and this the shit about it. I'm seeing the only reason that he trying to go down and fight Janabek because he really don't want the Canelo rematch.
Cause he's ducking. Cause he got it. Bud Crawford do not respect rematch clauses. He's a duckster. All he do is duck fighters, bro. Give me 1 second. Cook real fast.
Yo, I know y'all niggas see Jake Paul ducking Tank talking about he's garbage. He don't want to give him a payday. This, that, and the third. Nigga, shut up. What really happened is Montana Love, Shakur, and Ray Savage, all them boys over there was beating the dog shit out you, and you couldn't do nothing with them guys. You couldn't do nothing with them guys, and once you realize that you're not progressing and the day getting closer, you realize, yo, I gotta find the out because this nigga Tank gonna knock me the fuck out. You feel me,
And
nigga?
you
No,
know what's so
bro.
crazy, right? I'm glad he brought that up. Cause nigga, everybody that was in your camp from Shakur beating on women, right? He had one of those cases. Floyd, a lot of niggas you were around got those cases. But the key thing is, what's crazy with me is Netflix haven't took that shit down. So could all of this shit be propaganda to try to sell a fight the wrong way? Cause I was on Netflix yesterday, that shit's still up there. You feel me?
Yo, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's all entertainment, bro. Real shit, bro. Fuck Jake Paul, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start a petition for him to go fight somebody. Like, bro, go fight somebody in your weight, bro. Like, why you trying to fight? Like, nigga, you. There's a video of Jake Paul saying, "What's wrong with boxing becoming the new WWE?" Nigga, what you mean, nigga? This is fighting, nigga. We not trying to stage shit, nigga.
He the new Butterbean, bro. But
And
listen,
which
man.
brings me to listen. This is gonna bring me to another thing. I've been looking at tape. Lubin gonna fuck Vergil up.
He can, bro.
You
He
want to know
can.
why I say that? You want to know why I say that? I I think Lubin got more power than anybody else Vergil fought,
He do. He do. Out of
and I feel like
everybody that's on Virgil resume, Lubin the best fighter, especially boxer. If the shit Lubin did in the amateurs, the shit Lubin do in the gym, if he can bring that Lubin to the bright lights, I'm gonna keep it tall, bro. I'm gonna keep this shit real. Uh, the shit Boots be doing in the like you see how Boots is. Lubin is that too, but in the gym, the nigga nice. He's nice. But he just when he's under the lights, he just don't perform how he perform in there.
but
You feel
listen,
me?
this is my thing
And it's
too.
nice, man.
I feel Lubin gonna one want you to get knocked the fuck out. So no matter what you good in there, it's gonna be a shot because niggas like, oh, was not really who he's supposed. Easy as Boots beat Lima. You know what I'm saying? And this another I heard you touching on it earlier, bro. Vergil face get fucked up too.
Yeah, fast.
And Boa Tuck drop twice.
You
I
let
believe
Boachuk do that, bro.
I believe this is gonna be a real deal firefight.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe this is gonna
It's
be a
gonna be a
real
fight.
deal firefight, bro. I feel like a lot of
Yeah,
niggas
don't
is overlooking Lubin because of who he lost. A lot of niggas don't even remember fight. He went in
I'm gonna keep it real. When
the
Coach
scorecard.
Cunningham when they threw that towel in for Lubin, no, they ain't really had to do that. You feel me? You know, cause like I tell people, I'm gonna keep it tall, y'all. Like sometimes, man, your coach, like this is what I learned, right? This be weird to me, right? You know how you grow up with a coach, a trainer, because we seen it with Tank, right? Remember when Tank came in with Coach Cal and them? Uh, he won the title from Pedraza. Then remember Floyd and say, yo, you can't train with them no more. You got to come train with such and such. And when he went and trained with them at the time, he ain't perform right. You feel me? He didn't perform right. Then he brought his team back in. And the point I'm getting to, like, you could grow up with a coach through all these years, but once you get signed to a certain promotional company, now you got to deal with. Just pay attention to each corner. You're gonna always see a certain team in each corner. You feel me? like you go to the UK, you're gonna get Ben Davis and Andy Lee, Tyson Fury dad, Lomachenko dad. It's another person. You're gonna always see those five trainers. You're gonna always see those five trainers in the corner. In America, you're gonna see like a Rodney Shields, a Cunningham, a motherfucker. Damn, I forgot the other brother name. That be in DC. You see certain trainers, and that's the question I want to ask certain fighters is when you get signed to a certain promotional company, do they it's like a pro bono lawyer. Do these motherfuckers give you a certain trainer so you can stop training with your trainer? Because if that shit true, that's corny, bro. That's corny. That it's like you trying to change a person's style, man. The nigga go from being a great boxer, now you want him to knock niggas out and he ain't got no power. Know what I mean? That should be weird, you know? Like Berlanga. I'm gonna use Berlanga for an example. Like Berlanga was a boxer. He was and Danny Garcia. I'm gonna use him for
Why
an
Jake
example
Paul
too.
don't take that fight? Why Jake Paul don't take that fight? Why he don't take no Andre Ward? Why he don't take
If I,
no Anthony Joshua?
if I was Jake Paul, I'd fight Danny Garcia, bro.
Yo,
Real
bro.
rap.
Yo, bro. Yo, let me tell you something, bro. Why you trying to get Jake Paul killed out here, bro?
Nah, real rap. He wanna fight somebody because at the end of the day, I can't. I'd rather see it with a PBC fighter because everybody else gonna be bought about the situation. You know,
Yo, yo,
I don't know, man. This shit weird.
Danny, nah, yo, throw that nigga Errol Spence in there for his comeback.
Yeah,
Throw
that'd
that
be
nigga
good.
Errol, that'll be
That'll be
fire.
good.
That'll be
That'll
fire.
go. Yo, that'll be good. Yo, that's fire.
I just
That's
thought about that shit right now. Yo, let Errol Spence get him. And
come back.
really, I ain't gonna lie. I want Errol Spence to come back at 60 and just snag him a title before Crawford do. So he could fuck Crawford up.
Yeah. Cause people are gonna know. Listen, I'm telling y'all, people, y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna know. And I
Crawford
and the
beat that boy ass though. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
about Project Mockingbird and how niggas getting played, all you got to do is look at the white boy Sean Sintel. He used to always talk shit about Turkey and Conte and them niggas. Now look, he knob slobbing. This is the shit they do. They pay y'all niggas in the background and force y'all to believe some false shit, bro. And these niggas create crazy narrative. You understand me? So if people can think, right? Look when Vada started up. And look who the person that
2011.
was look at the person that was testing all of these niggas so they can go a certain side and say they was testing dirty. Then they became snack fighters. Y'all people gotta learn the game, man. Cause if a nigga was a cheat in two other sports and fucked those people career up, what you think he doing in boxing? He came home and monopolized the game.
Yo, we
He
don't even gotta, bro, but we don't even gotta take it that deep either because, bro, niggas asked him, can you circumvent the test? He said, yes, I can. You should, that's it. How you know you can? You know what I'm saying? You gotta think of shit like that because, nigga, you been doing it.
But
You know what I'm saying?
the shit I'ma always beating people head is when he got shares. He's part owner with these people that own Vada. He came home and started this shit. He started Vada testing up. Then once Vada testing came up, he just made sure his snack supplement came. But the key thing about the snack is the fighters don't take the snack that you buy off the shelves that you buy off of. They get injections. That's PDs, bro. Steroids. What you get an injection for? Everybody know an injection. Steroids. How you take a steroid? You inject that shit in you. I mean, y'all shit on Ryan, but Bud Crawford was never tired in the Canelo fight. That nigga wasn't tired at all. That nigga wasn't tired at all. You seen that shit? That's why I be telling people, bro, I don't be trusting them niggas, and I respect what Tank said. Like, well, now what y'all snack fighters gonna do? Y'all gonna run? Y'all gonna run the Memo Herrera? Y'all gonna run the Mexico? Who y'all gonna run to? You feel me? Let's keep it tall. Who y'all gonna run to, bro? Vada. Vada, that shit about to be over for Vada. They about to get exposed. This shit is coming, y'all. This shit coming. This shit coming. I'm glad we talking about this because it leads to the snack fighters. Dev, what you gonna do now, nigga? You done fucked up, Dev. What you gonna do now, nigga?
I'm gonna tell
He
you right
don't
now,
care.
bro. Victor Conte left somebody in charge of that shit. Them boys
Yeah,
good,
we
bro.
know that. We know that. We know that. You know that. You know that. But they're not him. You feel me? No,
Nah, they're not him, but
no,
you know what
no.
I'm
But
saying?
as long as Vada keep covering it up, they're gonna be cool. But at the end of the day, people need to say, "Nah, I'm not taking Vada." We're gonna listen. If I take Vada, you got to take the test.
Yo,
You're fucking with.
hold on, yo. I'm not gonna say too much, bro. Hold on, bro.
What's
Let me
going
do this
on?
shit right here. Hold on.
Breaking news.
Hold on, bro.
Uh,
I ain't gonna do too much. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just show it.
Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Tune in. Hit that subscribe button. My guy with the fact. Look at this, y'all. Bang. Y'all
Bang,
see it?
nigga. What that say?
Y'all see it? Let me see. I'm gonna
Let
put
me
this
know.
on John Side. Give me a second. I'm gonna put it on the wide screen right here. I'm waiting for it to pop up.
Mm-hmm. You seen it?
No, it ain't come up yet. I can see it right here, but that joint's small. All right, I see it right here. Let me read that motherfucker. Conte. Oh, which one? The Terrence Crawford one?
Yeah. Listen, I read it off.
Read it out.
Terrence Terrence Crawford's nutritionist, Victor Conte, has mentioned in a public forum that Crawford has a therapeutic use exemption for anemia.
And you know what's so crazy, right? That nigga never knew Crawford was anemic. And Crawford became anemic when he started taking snack, the steroid. That's a fact, bro. You can go on the Joe Rogan show and everything. Then when Bud Crawford brought up that anemic situation, guess what he said? No, I hooked myself up to the IV. And Joe Rogan was like, IV? Because you know anything about the IV is, you know, you flush your system to flush the steroids out. You feel me?
Yeah.
But then he was trying to say, yeah, Victor Conte told me Floyd Mayweather be taking the IV. Bro, Floyd don't even fuck with Victor Conte, bro.
Yeah.
Unless you fucking with him on a low down and you brought something out that the world wasn't supposed to know. You feel me? Because if you did that, well, Floyd, you a bitch. You understand me? Because that Floyd never used to look tired neither. You feel me? And if Floyd used to take that shit, then Floyd, what you was taking? Blaming shit on Pacquiao. I'm just saying though. You feel me? Just saying though. Because he brought
Nah,
that
that
shit.
nigga Floyd was putting in work, bro.
He was putting in work, but when Bud brought that to light, it made me think like, oh, like I used to see Floyd like getting hooked up to the IV because every time he got hurt, like at the end of the fight, his hands was fucked up. So he used to run straight to the ambulance and they used to hook him up to an IV to take him to the hospital. You feel me? But we fans, that's the only thing we get to see. But could have been that the ambulance just took him to his crib just to hook him up to the IV. Now, I mean, I don't know. We don't know. But by him bringing that shit up, it just make you guess. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it real. What I thought, I said, man, that nigga full of shit. Victor Conte lying on motherfucking Mayweather. You're fucking liar, bro. You got a therapeutic use exemption. You're steroid up. You're going in there fighting Canelo steroid up. Now you don't want to do the rematch because Canelo's coming back with therapeutic use exemption.
He gonna come back eating all the Mexican beef he can, boy. All them tacos.
Bro, like that should just be weird, man. Like, I don't know. That should just be weird with these niggas, man.
I ain't gonna lie though. Canelo need somebody else in his corner too.
Yeah, he do. He do. You know? But I'm keep it real. Like, it ain't the corner. It's the fighter. And that's why I say I want you to go back and watch every Southpaw Canelo fought, right? Austin Trout was way bigger. He beat the dog shit out of him. Just look at his foot positioning. And even looking above fight, you could tell by his eyes, right? When he got his head, he'll put his foot back down so he can stay on the inside. So it can look like an entanglement of the feet, but it'll look like somebody else getting their shit off. When majority of the shit be the guard, but you can get caught with some shit. You feel me? He knew what he was doing, bro. He took a dive. I know that nigga. I watched him. I watched him fight a bunch of southpaws. He don't fight like that. and especially the people you bring in. You feel me? And you knew it was rigged, and you knew the fix was in, because watch all the Bud fights. He always switch, and every time he go orthodox, he get his ass whipped, and he'll turn southpaw. And, he fuck niggas up. You feel me? But this fight, he stood southpaw the whole time. Ran, never got tired, bro. Never got tired. But y'all say Ryan Garcia was on steroids and that nigga was tired as shit when he whooped Dev ass? Come on, man. That's the key thing people got to look at. And that's what
They
people
pick and
don't
choose. They pick and choose.
use, because they believe the people that's commentating and shit, but they don't look at it as, don't believe me? Y'all, go back to 2017 and look at top ranked fights. You're going to see Andre Ward, Max Kellerman. Shout out to Roy Jones. Roy Jones, the realest. He had it. Like, see, Andre Ward, you out here, you on some bitch shit, dog. And I respect you as a fighter, but you on some bitch shit. Like, I understand you trying. No, Bud in protected custody. Y'all niggas got this nigga on PC like crazy, bro. You feel me? Boots moved up for the nigga, right? But remember when Bud moved up to 154 fight Madrimov, they were like, who the fuck is Madrimov? But they force you to believe the nigga had 300 amateur fights and he was that nigga. But when Benavidez fought David Morrell, when Dave Morrell, a champion and a way better fighter than Madrimov and the Olympian, oh, he got no experience. But Madrimov do because he fought Bud Crawford. A person nobody know. A person nobody know. And if y'all don't believe me, go back and watch the press conference at the end of the fight. All y'all got to do is look at the titles. The WBC is a fake belt. The other belt that he got up there is a 147 belt. The interim title that they fought for was a European Intercontinental Interim Champion belt that he fought for. And then the following day, they stripped Charlo for the WBA. So that makes Bud Crawford the email champion at 154. Because nobody beat Charlo. Charlo the champion still at 154. But let y'all niggas tell it is something different. That's why I gotta cook these niggas, man. Like, I don't really like man, fuck these niggas, man. Fuck these niggas, bro. I ain't gonna keep trying to safeguard these niggas. Like, nah, y'all niggas do bitch ass shit. And the shit that y'all do, y'all wanna put that stigma on somebody else. And that's not cool. That's not cool. I'm watching people say, what the nigga do? The nigga just was a unified champion. Something Lubin never was. Ryan never was. Motherfucking Vergil Ortiz never was. Like, this nigga's a champion. Then he went and beat a champion. Beat the top dog at 147 and took that shit. And became the top nigga there. None of you other niggas never did. Y'all niggas talking about, well, Devin Haney this, Devin Haney that. Bro, let's keep this shit tall, man. Y'all talking about Devin Haney, this and that. Who the fuck did Brian Norman Jr. fight? Like, we gotta keep this shit tall all around board, man. Not fighters that a nigga pay for your ranking just to come in. No, we talking about niggas that was ranked for a whole year at that position. No vacancies nowhere. Niggas is really ranked. But when y'all let the certain entity come into boxing, these niggas just paying for these rankings. Y'all don't believe me? Just look at every body sanction over there sucking the little nigga balls, man. All of the body sanctions over there sucking that nigga that nigga little Juanitos, man. Like, come the fuck on, man. I will beat the shit out of Turkey, man. Real rap. I'm getting mad now, man. I'll fuck Turkey up, man. I'll fuck all them niggas up, man. Real rap, bro. That shit be getting me mad because you're not gonna sit here and try and play an American fighter, bro.
It's all
Nigga,
about money, bro. It's
yeah,
all
that's what
about
it's
money.
about. That's what it's about, bro.
They don't care about the well.
They
I'm gonna
don't.
just say
They don't.
a lot of niggas don't care about the integrity of the sport. That they rather make the dollar now and break the sport now. You feel me?
But they see, y'all see what happened in the new lawsuit. It ain't a lawsuit. No, the feds hit some UFC shit. Over 100 plus fights was rigged, was fixed. WWE. I post that shit up on my shorts. Dana White, you like this and that motherfucker. Yeah, they rigging fights. And y'all want to say them niggas coming in to save boxing? Hey, come on, bro. Y'all thought that shit was happening in the NBA. It just came to boxing. That's what I'm saying. The snacko is coming. The snacko is coming.
A lot
And
of people just got to think about it like, bro, why y'all think so much money goes into production? Like you really think niggas is out here spending 20, 30, 40, 50 million on cameras to be in the same position? No,
yeah,
nigga. No, nigga, this shit is choreography, nigga. This shit is, come on, man.
yeah. And I'm telling y'all, man, yo, this shit about it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy just by like when Bud and Janet Beck fight, y'all gonna see the shit is red. And I just hope Carlos Adames don't fight none of them niggas. Keep that shit in, keep that shit in the States and say fuck them niggas. You feel me? Real rat, cause you know you're gonna get robbed. You went over there and got robbed. That's why everybody that went over there, they say, I'm not going back over there. I'm not. Shout out to Ray Savage. Shout out to
Adames even said that.
shout out to the Schofields. You know, like, bro, they try to murder that little boy, man. They trying to murder that fucking boy, man. I'm gonna keep that shit tall, man. Nah, don't go over there. And Savage, I'm gonna always keep that shit tall, even though I only snap on him because, you know, he followed the protocol what them corny niggas follow about Tank instead of keeping it real that you want to be Tank, nigga. But at the end of the day, you went over there and they robbed you for your Nick Ball fight, bro. They robbed you for the title, bro. They robbed that nigga, bro.
The only reason the Schofield say they don't say shit is because they don't want to get sued.
They don't want to get sued, but at the end of the day, Oscar deal with them niggas. You gotta remember, Turkey Bart Shears in the zone. Eddie Hearn, Turkey, like they got Shears in the zone. You know what I mean? High Shears. So that's why they with them. But you gotta remember that shit is a European, a British company. So the zone not an ESPN. You feel me? Even though, if I'm not really mistaken, ESPN is really somewhere else. You know, it's really, if I'm not mistaken, like an Asian country. If I'm not, I mean, a Asian platform, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, an Asian nigga can be a Russian, a Arab, a Chino. You know what I mean? They all Asian motherfuckers.
Facts.
So you know, but shout out to the guys that Floyd Mayweather and the Tyson fight is under. No, they're a bunch of top ranked PBC and the head nigga from pay per view. Know what I mean? So the new app that's coming out, see, that's why a lot of niggas scared. Once that app drop, I'm gonna get the name of that app and we're gonna go live and do a video about that app. Because these are the top dogs in the sport of boxing, top promoters, top production. Especially the nigga that made $5.4 billion in pay per view fucking with PBC, nigga. Especially him. These niggas got this platform about to come out. It's about to be so crazy. And Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather is gonna be the first fight on that platform. No, that's what it is, y'all. You know, like I say, I don't dislike what other people do, but once you start seeing the WWE shit in boxing, bro, we don't do that. Like with Frank, like shout out to Frank Warren. His heavyweight stable is lit. You feel me? So the stable
Word.
he got to keep heavyweight alive. But what I dislike is how you bring all of them out and say pick one. That's some wrestling shit, bro. We don't do that. It's rankings. It's a ranking for a reason. So rank the nigga to fight the next nigga. And I like Moses. Moses Atama is ranked to fight. Ooh, fight that nigga. Nobody don't want to see Fabio Wally and Usyk fight. We just watched this nigga do all of this young boy do all of that. He deserve his chance. Don't say he not ready yet. How you saying the fighter not ready if he's a person mandatory? That's the shit I don't understand about this generation. It's too much marinating. And then when they fight people, they don't fight nobodies. But the commentary will force you to believe that a certain fighter is this. It's like, for instance, they have you believing a nigga threw a jab and he never threw nothing. You feel me? You're supposed to commentate on both fighters, not one. And when you watch a certain promotional company, you see it. Like,
You could tell them niggas got them parlays on.
yeah, facts. I'll whoop them parlay niggas' ass. You feel me? Like, I keep losing, dog.
They can't catch a
You know,
break on
rap,
them
dog.
shits.
Rap. When I get on house arrest, I'm gonna go to NFL game. Cam Ward, when I see your ass, I'ma fuck you up. You fuck my parlay up, bro. Real rap, bro. I be seeing it though. Like I be seeing that shit
That shit
rigged. I
be
be
rigged, and everybody know the parlays be rigged, bro. They be forcing niggas to play hurt. They be forcing niggas to, and
yeah,
think about it, bro. Bro, listen, if I'm in any league, bro, let's say I'm in the league, I'm in the and, and I know if I have a off night, you gonna be good forever.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't I do it? Bro, you my man. So all I gotta go out here, score less than 15 points. I'm gonna say my wrist hurt, and you gonna come up 100 bands, 200 bands.
They be tripping, bro. That should be it'd be crazy, bro. It'd be crazy. No, and me, I do the field goal shit because I know once it's 4th and 1, like 4th and 15 in the red zone, you're going to kick the field goal. You feel me? But that's how
Yeah.
you know it's real when the nigga getting blown out. You getting blown out. You down 3 touchdowns. Kick a field goal so you can put a point on the board. Second quarter, and every time you get to the red zone, you never kick the field goal. Because if you kick the field goal, a nigga gonna hit the parlay. And you see it. You see, bro, that should just be crazy. And people, it's in boxing. It's
They
in
gotta put
boxing.
Shador in the game. The Browns.
And this is the funny thing about boxing, right? What people know is the winner get the biggest purse that night. So it makes you think how Canelo walk off with 150 million and Bud walk off with 50. Don't believe me? I'm gonna use him for an example. Look what Brian Norman, when he fought Giovanni, look how much Giovanni made, but look what he was supposed to make after the fight. But who took that purse home? Norman did, right? And Giovanni didn't. And that wasn't no fixed fight, y'all. I'm not saying, I'm just talking about the purse shit. So it shows you how you can know a fight was rigged just by just, just look who won. Look who won. The person that wins take home the biggest purse. How the fuck Canelo took home 150 and he lost? Then you like I don't know, that should just be weird. That's why when we interview these fighters, we're going to have the world understand. Hopefully, well, I hopefully I'm hitting my nephew-in-law up and trying to get him to come on this joint too. You know what I mean, but he gonna come on. I just gotta hit him up and try and get him a date.
Who that? Who that?
Tab, so we can try to break down. How all right. Let's say you sign a contract, but we just gonna put a number out there. Let's say you sign a 5-fight deal, up and coming for $7 million. Now, I mean, you got 5 fights for $7 million. Um, do you do you get it as a large lump sum? Number one, and number two is once you sign that contract, do you still make money on the night of the fight? You feel me? Like, it's certain things we need to know because the shit don't be like you be like, damn, oh, nigga, you just signed like Floyd. I'm gonna use Floyd. Floyd, you got a 5-fight deal for $150 million with PBC, right? Got the 5-fight deal, but you become a billionaire during that course. You feel me? The highest paid athlete. So we know it's going to be off merch and stuff. But what I want to know personally is, since this company gave you the money, like a record deal, when you serve a record deal back then, you sign a record deal, you know, the money is really for promo marketing and for you to pay the producers and your features. But 9 times out of 10, a nigga pocket the money and keep it, right? But then you'll make money off shows. Now it's a 360 deal, so now the label eat off everything. And that's what I want to say about boxing is there's 360s in boxing. It's like, all right, we sign you, we give you $7 million for 5 fights, but you're not gonna make money off the event. That's the type of shit I want to know. Like, how do it go? You know, because you get to learn it just off hearsay from a person that's in it and really going through it. Because sometimes, like, we can go through AI and look that shit up, but I don't be trusting Alphabet and all that shit. Like, I gotta go through experience. I'm a hands-on nigga. Now, I mean, I gotta see a motherfucker that went through it, that go through it, and I have a better understanding because I know that's a human being. I'm like, oh, that nigga real. He's going through it, so it's like a nigga
Facts.
cooking. No disrespect, not to get off topic. It's like, a motherfucker cooking up in a microwave. A nigga tell you AI tell you, but you're watching nigga be like, nah, you put it on 250, you put the jaw, hit the jaw, bring it out, Hey, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, bring it out, bang, bang, bang. The shit gonna drop. The shit gonna drop. You just make sure you lock at the bottom. Come back, hit him with the eye. Like, I mean, shit like that. You know, not a motherfucker, AI saying, yo, you do it by it, and this shit don't be that. You feel me? I just keep the shit tall. I mean, I'm a hands-on person. That's all I want to ask these fighters and a lot of fighters. Like I said, if we was to interview Shakur and all that, I'm not asking y'all none of the basic shit that people always ask y'all. We going to get the money, but everybody really want to hear. You feel me? And number one, yeah, we gonna bring it up because I'm gonna ask the nigga, like, bro, because before it ever was Shakur, it was Tevin Farmer. If
Yeah.
Tank ever ducked the fighter, it was Tevin Farmer. Because Tank told him, you get a belt, we fight. He got the belt, the nigga ran him 135. But it wasn't him, it was Floyd that did that. I know that for a fact. The world seen that. Walked up, he said, nigga, you get a belt, we fight you. Eddie Hearn made sure that nigga got a belt. And he had like 5 fights that year. Yeah. But one thing, and another thing I want to ask fighters is too, is when you at the end of your contract and you don't get the knockout on your last fight of that contract, why do these promoters rob y'all? That's all I want to know. They rob y'all so y'all can re-sign and get the rematch to get that title back. Because I seen that shit a lot of times, bro. I seen it with O'Shaquie. I seen it with Tevin Farmer. No, we seen certain gifted titles from the De La Santos Shakur situation. You know how a person that give the
Facts.
title when you don't put in that work. You know, and another thing is like let's say if it's a Golden Boy card and you let's say you're an all facts fighter, but we big, we got millions of dollars too. But if it's a Golden Boy card and our fighter, you my fighter, you go in there, you beat Schofield, right? And we watching him whoop your ass. You be watching you whoop his ass. But they rob us. You feel me? They rob us. The only thing I want to know is they robbing us because it's a Golden Boy card, even though we got the money, and we ain't put no money towards that card. We just making sure our fighter eat and our fighter protection, but the fighter end up getting robbed by a certain judge. Because that's what that happened in the boxing a lot. We seen it. We seen it with Lamont Roach, Jamel Herring, Tevin Zapata, and nigga Raymond Mutaya, whatever his fucking name is. We
Yeah, more time. And
we,
him and Andy Cruz about to be fighting.
we even seen that shit with motherfucking
How you see that Andy Cruz fight going with Mortal?
Andy Cruz. I can no, no, I got Andy winning. No, I like how Cubans box. I'm a boxer. And I always say, Cuban's the best fighter. They're the best boxers in the game. You feel me? Um, I got Andy in that fight. Ray remind me of Arnold Barboza. Not that. Not that. And
Mm.
if people want to go to color fighters, because I don't like black and brown, we the same people. When you want to bench the black motherfucker, he remind me of a Shakur, a nigga that not that. You just got the name and the accolades because you be rewarded, but cause don't be the same. That's why I laugh at shit, bro. Cause these be the same niggas talking about Tank resume, but Leo Santa Cruz is a bigger name than everybody on Shakur and Keyshawn resume. Ready for a resume. You feel me?
Facts.
Rolly Romero is a bigger name than everybody on that resume. Ryan Garcia. I watch people call Ryan Garcia a TikTok fighter. How when he was the number one amateur? When Lubin, all of them niggas was there, he was the number one amateur in the world, bro. Getting paid money. You never heard of an amateur get paid thousands of dollars for a fight, bro. Ryan is one of them. You feel me? And when people say
Facts.
that shit, I just be like, yo, y'all the dumbest people in the fucking world. But who started that narrative? Top Rank. Top Rank. Well, Bud Crawford re-signed in 2018 when he re-signed with Top Rank, when it was treating him like shit, and he re-signed thinking he gonna fight Pacquiao, and they ended up robbing Pacquiao for the Jeff Horn fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the other side of the street. No, nigga, you could have crossed the street, but you choose to go back to the niggas who was treating you like a slave and treating you like shit. Fuck is you talking about?
Then he complained how he ain't never get that Pacquiao fight.
Then you want to complain how you never got the Pacquiao fight. Then you want to complain how nobody in PBC fighting you. Nigga, when you know PBC do not do business with Top Rank. You know that. The world know that. You feel me? And at that time, because it was Floyd Mayweather. You feel me? Like, bro, you gotta keep that shit real. That nigga duck sauce, man. But
Yo, I'm about to get up out of here though, man.
out of here. We gave y'all the hour. Episode 20. Hopefully later on tonight, tomorrow. But we up out of here. Make sure y'all subscribe to All Facts, No Opinions. Make sure y'all subscribe to Santos Boxing. Hit that
You
motherfucker.
already know, man.
And we up out of here. I'ma holler at you, bro. You hear me?
For sure, bro.
We up out of here, y'all. I mean, let's get it. We're gonna end it off. You already know with one of the yeah, I ain't putting Shakur on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Even though that's my little nephew, you know what I mean? But we're gonna play some music and we're gonna set it off right, you hear me? We're around town, that's what we on.
Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Dog hit me up. Hello? Shorty on my line, told the bitch to call back, cause she getting out of line. Louis, what's the deal? Nigga, we talk. Got a 9 on a mission, nigga, watch we talk. Meet me on the block, tell me everything you know. From the guns to the chips and the kilos of coke. All I see is white. Let my vision flash. Got my hand on them birds, about 100 in cash. Nigga, what's the math? Said I'm rich forever. Ride a trap or die. Got my mind on this cheddar. Wish a nigga would. If a nigga try, leave brains on the step, laying next to his mind. Get it or die. That's the motivation. I tell it how it is. See the bullets penetration. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Kick the door, hit the floor, homie. See this fall, homie? Leave your brains on the floor, homie. I want your bricks from my crib in the floor, homie.
What's right?
Dollars and them cents from my drawer, homie. Tie your bitch by the beat, I want it all, homie. You niggas barking like the deed, I let it off, homie. 100 pounds in the crib, I took it all, homie. I left the nigga by stairs where his bra shorty. 200,000 on the rinse and spent the charm on it. Dump a nigga on his neck, that's a prize moment. Real niggas up the back, you know, bases loaded. Pussy tried to walk me off, hit a crazy homie. Bent the block up 10, left him in the coma. Northside, Illidale, you know, son of Cobra. Big dog in the pit, the dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick.
We're gonna talk, y'all. Get y'all that word around town. Go to Louis 13, new music out, Trap Lord EP out. I just dropped Run 'em Up. Shout out to Anarchy, Way Too Lost, who produced the beat. But when you check out the Trap Lord EP, I produced every beat. And starting here on out, all of the music I'm gonna do is gonna be by me. Even starting on here. But every music you hear right here, I created. Clap back, shout out my guy El Camacho from Spain, with Ethica Music, who created Clap Back, which I'm gonna play before I roll up out of here. But Long live Victor Conte. Rest in peace, Victor Conte. You know, all facts, no opinion sport podcast, Santos Boxing. You know, we send our condolences out to the Conte family. You know, when I speak about Conte, I only speak about the situation that happened with a certain athletes. You know, once that stain is on you, it's like a hard ass shit stain to get off a pair of white drawers. You understand me? Because you know, when you're labeled a felon and convicted for a felon, you know, this is what happens. When you're a rat and you told on people, this is what happens. Like the person who told on their wife, etc. You know, but like I say, rest in peace, Victor Conte. These snack fighters, you know, they still gonna be snack fighters. They still gonna be signed to VOD testing. And they still gonna do what they do. Um, is Tank wrong for what he said? No, no, that's how a person feels, you know. But it's correct if you know the sport and you know the athletes you tainted and fucked up their career. You know, you're not gonna think. Ask Barry Bonds how he feels. Ask Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco. Ask them Olympians. They'll ask these people how they feel because they Hall of Famers and they got fucked up because of him. But it's cool for that person to come to boxing and do the same thing. A person that who never knew they was anemic, you never knew, and you caused it because of the steroid you produced. Memory loss, people start acting retarded because of the shit that they take and consume. I get it though. You know, like I say, Project Mockingbird is crazy in boxing. You don't know what Project Mockingbird is? Just watch Erickson Lubin and Vergil Ortiz interview. Or anybody at 154. Or anybody in general. I never knew. They'd say, well, I'm fighting the top 10 ranked fighters. Well, nigga, Lima was a top 10 ranked fighter. So you basically ain't fighting no top 10 ranked fighter. You know? Y'all niggas trying to be a champion when a nigga just was a unified champion coming from a division moving up. I watch. See, the reason I get mad at Lubin, hey Lubin, I'm gonna hit you in the DM and ask you to pull up. You know, because I like this shit real. I give out real questions, bro. I ain't no bitch. I ain't no pussy. I like you as a fighter. This fight right here is a big fight. Are they looking past you? Fuck yeah. And I always state and say that, you know, the Lubin that's in the gym shows up. It's gonna be a hard night for a lot of people, man. Cause the same shit Lubin can do, the same shit Boots do, Lubin can do too. You know, he's a great boxer. Is that when he get in that ring and he under them lights, sometimes, you know, the way he performed there, he won't perform here. You know, and that's the Lubin that's coming. The Lubin that perform in the gym, he's gonna come this fight night. It's coming Saturday. You know, but it's just certain questions I want to ask him. You know, I like to keep it tall, you know, because I know it's people telling these niggas that. Because a dumb motherfucker say some shit. You know, I fight the top 10 ranked fighters. Well, Lima's a top 10 ranked fighter. You know that, right? Go to the body sanctions you and you don't see the nigga name there. Niggas crazy, man. Like, hold on. Give me 1 second. We gonna look this nigga up. What we gonna do? WBA 154 ranking. We'll go to it right now. Let's get it. All right. We go to 54. 54, right? We have 54. See, this is why I expose niggas, right? The IBF. Man, this shit ain't showing it. Let me see here. How can I turn this motherfucker on? Yeah, see myself. Y'all can see me. I'm trying to get this motherfucker on. Well, right here, right? I want y'all to go look for yourself. I want y'all to look for yourself, right? Look for yourself, right? The IBF. The IBF. IBF 154. You got Josh Kelly at 3, Colin Welsh at 4, Jerron Ennis at 5, Uisa Lima at 6. That's the IBF, right? WBA. A Bosch champion, Jerron Ennis intern, uh Soyul but Soyulu Sulin number 2, Agyarko number 3, Telez number 4, number 5, Katsoricus, uh Saletto, Majimov, Ishmael Flores. You know what I mean? These are the people. Alex Bray. I like Alex Bray. WBA. WBC. Got a bunch of the other niggas there. Shout out to Brandon Adams, ranked number 5. But number 1, Samake. Number 2, Keith Thurman. Number 3, Colin Welsh. Number 4, Erickson Lubin. Number 5, Brandon Adams. Number 6, Hajar BG. Number 7, Boachuk. Number 8, Madrimov. How. Number 9, Tim Zoo. How. When these niggas. Listen, George Garcia. Like, how? You feel me? When these niggas all got the ass whipped. You feel me? Then you go over here, WBO. You got them all ranked. Now they put. See, this is the shit I talk about. Now they moved them out the way, but you see a nigga that's ranked. Know what I mean? But I'm up out of here. You gonna tune in later, pop up later. All pressure. You know, you know how I do it. Know what I mean? Me up out of here. See y'all later. Episode 19. It's Slit. We up. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Please hit that subscribe button. Get us on algorithm.